Hi everyone! Welcome back. I don't care if you don't talk. Welcome back to That Gasian Podcast, episode 4? I don't know. Is this 4? I lost count after the body hair one.
He lost count after 3.
Myself. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Ready for a night in bed?
Clearly.
I love this.
This was your idea, by the way.
Oh, I love it. I just feel like, Kamo, you better do.
Come on, no, she better don't. So, today we are going to be talking about...
Dating. Dates. Meetup. Tinder? Now, quick trigger warning. If you are part of my family, you will be hearing stories about dating. So if this is not for you, maybe go on to the next, Bollywood film that you're watching.
You know what it is, what it is.
How do you find dating?
Oh, okay, so... Tough.
Oh.
How about you?
I mean, it's a minefield.
Yeah, it really is. I'm going to go straight in.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Okay. Best date.
Do you know what? To be honest, the best date for me came from someone I kind of already knew when I was... What can I do? Please help. Send help. It didn't work out though, so... Back to square one! Here we are again, in kimonos.
Oh, cute.
So that for me, the best date wasn't about the location or what we did. It was because of the background and the context.
So it was the feeling that came with that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about yours?
Best date?
Did it end a certain way?
Yes, it did.
Oh gosh, I
As-
don't know. When does it not?
It,
Have you ever been on a date that didn't end in that way?
sure.
Oh, please. Maybe you need to expand your vocabulary, your dating vocabulary.
Worst date?
I've had so many bad dates.
Wait.
The worst one. Okay, just as top of my head, went to meet a guy and got to the pub and he was already eating food.
The one. I would do that.
I was like, oh.
Quick snack.
And it was like, and he was like, yeah, I've just been to Waitrose. There's loads of shopping with him, like grocery shop.
Oh.
And then he's just having dinner, and I was like, oh well, yeah, I'll just get a drink and sit down. I was like, yeah, nice to meet you, chat. And then we had a really awkward conversation. He finished his dinner.
No.
I ordered some, I don't know, I think I had some salted peanuts.
Of course you did.
And then I went home, and then on the way on the train, he was like, I'd love to meet you, but I really don't want to see you ever again.
What? Okay, so
that's just like a bad date. What about you?
Can we just pull this apart for a second? Firstly, why on earth did you even sit down?
Oh, burn. Do you think I should have just walked out?
Absolutely.
Oh, maybe.
No, listen, what you should have done is gone in, right, grabbed a chip off his plate. Thanks for coming. Not for me. Off you go.
You're right, it was a while, it was a long time ago, it was like 10 years ago, and so my confidence probably wasn't the same as it is now, which is still not that great, which is fine.
We're working on that. Okay.
So that was bad.
Worst date for me, I think it was a no-show.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
So I did the usual coffee thing. So, Costa, God bless it, don't do anything other than Costa. I circled the car park so I was going to be a little bit late, as you do, and wait in the car. So actually you get that first look before you even get in there, to see if he's walking in or if he's already in there, whatever. Couldn't see him, didn't know where he was, so I was like this, it's alright, do you know what? Go in, grab a coffee and wait. Or two, maybe a piece of cake as well. Yeah. Just didn't show up. Literally until my third coffee, and he still didn't show up.
Any message?
No.
Do you have him again?
No.
Profile?
Blocked.
He blocked you?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I think he blocked me anyway because it just said that this profile cannot be found.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it was a block.
Yeah. That's really weird because it's not as though you've done anything to annoy him yet.
No.
Or to upset him. So why would he block you before meeting you? Unless he just changed his mind. Unless he actually woke up from his coke high and saw your photos.
Yeah, and thought, oh my god, he's way too good for me.
Yes.
Yes, that was the case.
What are you like to date?
Really easy. I am a simple person with simple needs.
Do people call you high maintenance for short? Is your nickname HM? Her Majesty High Maintenance. HM squared.
Do you know what?
HS2.
So, looking at me and the way that I live and the way that I portray myself, people have that misconception of me.
Oh.
They always do. Of being high maintenance. I'm high maintenance for myself, absolutely. But I don't think I am for dating. Maybe that's why I'm single. I mean, okay, firstly, firstly, no it is a choice.
It's men's choice not to date you, basically. Would you date an Asian guy?
100%. This is going to sound really shady, but actually, I would prefer to date an Asian guy because the cultural references, the culture, the language.
Yeah.
There's loads of factors within that.
How do you feel about guys that say, "I'll only date white men"? Because there are some gay Asian men that were like, "I don't only date white."
Listen, that's everyone's preference. It's people's preference, isn't it? You can't. That's like saying you like white chocolate is not dark. Oh god, that's a really bad metaphor, isn't it?
That's a really bad metaphor because I really love white chocolate.
I know. Yeah. Well, we've heard basic.
No, but my point is that to me, yes, it's a preference. But what if there's a white guy that says I only date Asian guys?
I mean, knock yourself out, mate.
What about if there's a white guy that says I don't date Asian guys?
Oh yeah, then I'll be like this.
See, there is something there.
I would be like this, well, you're missing out on all this hot caramel surprise. And you know what?
There's no real surprise there, is there? I mean,
no.
Come on,
No.
from that display that you've just shown.
Shh. So...
But that's not a preference then, is it?
Well, is it a fetish?
No. A white guy saying he won't date an Asian guy.
But what if he said that he only dates Asian guys?
That also I find a bit... Is it me they want, or is it just all of this?
Wow.
Who knows?
What a decision.
Take what I can get.
We've heard.
But do you know what I mean? Maybe it's a fetish. It is difficult because in that instance you don't know whether that person is really interested in you. How would you know a date's gone well?
Well, you'd have a second one, babe.
Oh.
No,
but just like when you're leaving, do you expect a peck on the cheek? And which cheek?
Oh, no. No. We're not doing that. That's naughty. So, yeah, well, it's not going to be a handshake, is it? Let's be honest. I definitely go, I'm a hugger, so...
Oh, a what?
A hugger.
Okay.
So... Well, what did you think of that?
A hooker?
Only in episode 3.
Oh, that look was...
Shh. So yes, I'm a hugger. I'm a very touchy-feely person anyway. So I would expect a hug.
Oh. What kind of things do you like to do on a date?
Okay, so it needs to be quite informal, I think, definitely. Okay. No food.
What? Why not?
No food.
Because of?
Because I'm an eater. I think a nice coffee.
Oh, okay. So
right.
day date.
A day date.
Okay.
Because, again, I mean, I'm too fat to carry, so no one can really kidnap me.
You're so skinny.
God,
don't turn to the side, because I can't see you.
Stop. I'm here.
Oh.
I'm here. I'm here. So, yes, I think a date thing, because, again, if the person you're on a date with is an absolute psycho, or weird, or both, it's an easy escape, isn't
But
it?
don't you think there's something nice about an evening date? You know, the mood is right, a glass of, you know, tipple, a glass of something nice, and, you know, the environment is a bit more conducive.
So
Wouldn't you say?
By tipple, you mean a nice sherry?
I would love a sherry or a port.
Oh, of course you do. Yes, I do. But again, I would never drink on a first date.
Oh, please!
No,
You'd end a first date in a certain way, but no alcohol.
I have-
Oh, right, yeah, great.
that's because I want to drive. I want to be in control of driving. And I need a quick escape if I need to get out. Actually, I don't want to sit there for hours and hours and hours and text and do all of that messaging back and forth. I really don't.
I really hate the idea of saying, what's your type? And I need to make a selection of, I want a guy like this height, this background,
Yeah.
because I don't know. And you're right, if you meet someone, like you might say, I'm only looking for a top. But you meet the guy and you get on really well, and and you know, things in the budget, it doesn't really matter.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
And it's the fact that you have too much choice up front makes it really hard. And I think it's further compounded for gay Asian people because as a minority you kind of
Well, we're discriminating against each other at the best of times. You've got the caste system, you've got different religions, you've got skin colour.
oh, that's very true. Or no, people who are like, I will date an Asian guy, but only if he's British born and not foreign born. But even though they're the same colour and the same religion and the same race,
Yeah.
you have to be British. You have a British accent.
Yes, accent.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think skin colour is a really big one.
Have you ever experienced dating racism? I've seen profiles before that said white people only.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that's an
yeah.
indirect. It's not necessarily you, not you, but it's just anyone that looks like you.
Yes. And to be honest with you, we're probably more British than them, which is odd.
Yeah, I definitely get triggered by that. And the whole "where are you from"? Where are you from is a very triggering question to ask any person of colour, because it's like so many things come to my mind. It's like, you might as well say, I want to know this about you, rather than where are you from? Because do you want to know that I'm from Coventry, or that I'm Sikh, or that my parents are Indian, or that I live in London, or my accent is from somewhere else? What do you want to know?
Yeah.
I find that really triggering.
Because when I'm asked that question, I'm like this, Midlands, babe. What should be? And then they ask again, oh no, but where are you from?
Where are you really from?
Midlands. Did you want to see a birth certificate? I mean, it is.
I mean, listen, I don't mean to sound like I get annoyed. It's just, I don't know what to say because I don't know what they want to know. If people say to me, what's your ethnic origin? Then even though I just think, okay, here we go, at least I know what they mean.
Yeah, and then you just not reply.
Yeah. I've definitely had a situation before where I've spoken to people on app and they've said to me, oh, are you Arabic? I'm like, no, I'm Indian. And then they've just stopped talking to me. I've definitely had that before.
See, yeah.
I will just like to shout out the various gay Asian associations that could possibly be a good way to meet other people. So for example, the Gay Indian Network, the GIN Network, they're based in London and in Birmingham, which is great. There's Sarbath, which is
the Sikh
gay
community.
Sikhs,
Yes,
absolutely.
they're brilliant, they are. I've heard.
There's Gaysians.net, I think.
Is that? I've not seen that one.
I haven't seen their meetup. But there are a couple of organisations. So, you know, I guess there's a way we could go and meet other gay Asian people. And club nights. Because there were like the Gay Asian Bollywood nights, Club Sathi.
Oh my God,
one.
listen, you know,
But then again, it's the whole thing then, isn't it? And also, Asian nights out, which is all a bit like attitude-y. And then you've got gay Asian nights out. I don't know, it's a bit... I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not the most relaxing, is
no,
it?
No,
Unless you've got like a big group of friends, maybe.
Well, I don't even think it's that. I think it's very territorial.
Oh. Have you been to a gay Asian club night?
No.
Oh, Club Carly's another big one in London, I forgot, sorry.
No, I haven't, have you?
Yes!
Of course you have.
Club Carly, which
Yes,
used to be in
of course you
Tufnell
have.
Park, above
Yes.
the Dome nightclub. nightclub. It was a bit like being at an Indian wedding because they played a little Bollywood music, loads of tables, people just dancing around, but gay. It was really, really good actually. If we could have an arranged gay marriage service, please, I would be so happy with that because it would just save so much time.
Agreed. Absolutely.
Although it does contradict what I said earlier about getting to know someone. But, you know, an arranged introduction, we should say.
Yeah,
that's a better way of thinking about
an
it.
arranged introduction. I agree because nowadays it's not the first person you get arranged with you marry. Do you know what I mean?
Or you meet them on the wedding day.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Oh no, not for me.
I mean.
Oh, it would just be.
Well, you'd be blessed if it was someone like me, but I mean, vice versa. I'd be horrified.
Do you like being romanced?
Yeah, I could take a Big Mac.
It depends what your idea of romance is. If you think, oh, I'm going to take you to Poundland because that's your date of romance, then that person is not for me.
Okay. You mean the actual shop Poundland, not. Oh.
Either or would not be a good interpretation of romance for me.
Okay.
I think both would.
Listen.
Right up your.
Do not
alley.
badmouth Poundland. That is.
I'm not bad. I'm just saying it's not a romantic destination. It's not a romantic hotspot.
It is for me, guys. Bring it. So, okay, but then again, it's not about the location. It's about that feeling that you get with that individual, isn't it?
Do you know what? The more we think about it, I would love that.
So dating, the world of dating.
Go out, date, eat medjool dates. Delicious.
Eat your what?
Medjool dates.
Hi. Okay.
Have you ever heard of bacon wrapped dates?
Stop.
Anyway. Well, Raj, I appreciate you.
I love you too.
I tolerate you.
You're an idiot.
Thank you for the week. It's time to go to bed in our.
Oh, nurse, you better down.
I will see you
next week.
See you next time. Thank you very much, everyone.
Love you all.
Bye.
Bye. Stop that. Bye.